Cardi B has been through a lot in her marriage to Offset, but y'all, this latest situation is enough to make even the most loyal fans question everything. For weeks now, whispers have been flying about Offset getting a little too friendly with NFL star Steffon Diggs' circle, and those whispers turned into a loud, messy roar after certain receipts started popping up online. We're talking late-night sightings, questionable DMs, and even rumors that Cardi's inner circle had been trying to warn her before things went public. Now, here's where the story starts heating up, because sources claim Cardi didn't just hear about these rumors through the grapevine. Oh no! Allegedly, a very close friend sent her screenshots that suggested Offset had been spending time with women connected to Steffon Diggs, and y'all know how fast Cardi moves when she feels disrespected. We've seen it before. She doesn't just sit quietly and cry in a corner. She talks her talk, and when she's hurt, she makes sure the world knows it. But this time, instead of jumping straight onto Instagram Live, Cardi reportedly sat back and gathered more evidence. She wanted to be sure, because after everything they've been through, from the 2018 cheating scandal to that infamous public apology, she knew one wrong move could blow up her entire marriage for good. And honestly, fans are split. Some believe Cardi is still holding on to love, hoping to fix things. Others are saying, girl, once a cheater, always a cheater, and they're begging her to walk away before she gets hurt again. And then there's Steffon Diggs, who's now in the middle of this messy triangle. If you don't know, Steffon is no stranger to the gossip blogs himself. He's been linked to multiple women over the years, some of whom have taken their drama public. So when his name popped up in connection to Offset's latest mess, people immediately started side-eyeing him. Was he just a mutual friend caught in the crossfire? Or was there something more? Some blogs even claim Steffon's own love life overlaps suspiciously with the timing of Offset's alleged actions. It all went down on what was supposed to be a quiet night at home. Cardi had been working on new music, taking a break from the chaos of social media, when she got a late-night call from a close friend. And this wasn't just any friend, this was someone Cardi has known for years, someone who's been there through all the ups and downs of her career and personal life. The voice on the other end wasn't calm. It was urgent, almost shaky, as they told her, "Sis, you need to see this for yourself." Within minutes, Cardi had her phone blowing up with screenshots and short clips. These weren't random internet rumors, these were time-stamped receipts showing Offset at a private gathering. And here's the kicker, this wasn't just some casual hangout. The location was linked to Steffon Diggs' crew, and the women in the background, they weren't strangers. A few of them were already rumored to have history with athletes and rappers. Fans later pieced together that this private event matched up with a night Steffon Diggs had been celebrating after a big NFL win. The problem? Offset had told Cardi he was in the studio working late. That's the part that stung the most, not just the idea that he might have been unfaithful again, but that he lied about where he was and who he was with. And if you know Cardi, you know she's the type to notice everything. One blurry clip even caught Offset laughing a little too comfortably with a woman wearing a very distinctive necklace, one Cardi swears she's seen before in past social media posts. The kind of small detail that might go over other people's heads, but not hers. Word on the street is Cardi didn't confront him immediately. She wanted to hear his story first, without tipping her hand about what she knew. So when Offset came home that night, all smiles like nothing was wrong, Cardi kept her cool. She played along, asked about the studio session, and let him dig his own hole. But once she was sure he wasn't going to tell the truth, she snapped. Sources claim the argument got loud, not just regular loud, but the kind of shouting that neighbors could probably hear. Cardi allegedly called him out by name, brought up Steffon Diggs, and told him flat out that she wasn't going to be played like a fool in front of the world. Offset's reaction? Instead of apologizing, he got defensive. He swore it was nothing, that people were just trying to break them up, and that the women there meant nothing to him. But here's the thing, this wasn't the first time Cardi had heard those exact words. It's almost a copy-paste from the last cheating scandal, and fans online are pointing it out. People are starting to say that Offset knows exactly how to charm his way out of trouble, and Cardi might be falling for the same script all over again. Meanwhile, Steffon Diggs has stayed quiet. No posts, no comments, no public statement. And that silence? It's making the internet go wild. Because when you're innocent, Wouldn't you want to clear your name? Some think he's keeping quiet because he knows the truth would make things worse. Others believe he's protecting his own brand. After all, NFL season drama is one thing, but being tied to breaking up a marriage as high profile as Cardi and Offset's, that's a whole different level of heat. Within hours of the first whispers hitting the internet, social media was flooded with theories, memes, and of course so-called exclusive insider reports. Cardi's fanbase, the Barty Gang, wasted no time going into full investigation mode. They started analyzing photos, matching timestamps, even comparing background decor from the party to Steffon Diggs' past Instagram stories. And y'all, the receipts were lining up almost to perfectly. One fan posted a side-by-side shot showing the exact same LED lighting pattern from Steffon's home bar in a blurry video of Offset standing next to another zoomed in on a champagne bottle that matched the limited edition set Steffon had bragged about just weeks before. It was like watching an online crime scene investigation unfold in real-time.by. The next morning, Cardi's cryptic tweets had everyone on edge. She didn't name names, but lines like, "Don't ever think you can play me twice," and "I don't cry no more, I just clean house," had her followers convinced the rumors were true. The tweets were quickly deleted, but not before screenshots went viral. Offset, on the other hand, seemed unfazed. He posted a selfie from the gym with the caption, "Focused on the bag," which many took as a dig at the drama. But if his goal was to calm things down, it backfired badly. The comments were brutal, with fans calling him disrespectful and unbothered in the worst way. Some even tagged Cardi directly, urging her to leave him once and for all. Meanwhile, Steffon Diggs' name started trending alongside Cardi and Offset. Sports blogs and gossip pages both jumped on the story, turning it into a crossover between hip-hop drama and NFL gossip. His silence became its own headline, with phrases like "Steffon Diggs refuses to deny cheating" scandal flooding timelines. And here's where things took another twist. People started pulling out receipts from Cardi and Offset's past. The 2018 cheating scandal resurfaced, along with Offset's infamous public apology on stage at one of Cardi's shows. Old videos of her defending him despite the rumors started circulating again, with fans asking why she keeps giving him chances. But this time, there's a key difference. Cardi's not the same woman she was back then. She's built an even bigger brand, made more money, and has more industry power than ever before. Sources close to her told one blog that she doesn't need him, and she knows it. Still, the situation isn't just about love or loyalty. It's about public image. Cardi has worked hard to craft her brand as a strong, no-nonsense woman who doesn't tolerate disrespect. If she stays with Offset after this, critics will call her weak. If she leaves, the split will dominate headlines for weeks, overshadowing her music releases. It's a lose-lose in terms of optics, and she knows it. And while the public waits for her next move, the one person we're not hearing from is Culture, their daughter. Friends close to Cardi say she's most worried about protecting her kids from the circus. She's seen what messy breakups can do to children in the public eye, and that might be the only reason she's still keeping the family together for now, according to an anonymous insider. And y'all know these are the folks who usually spill the juiciest tea. Cardi didn't waste time going straight to the source. The same night the rumors hit full force online, she allegedly called Steffon Diggs directly. Now, depending on who you believe, that phone call either stayed calm and controlled, or it turned into a full-blown Cardi B verbal takedown. One source told a popular gossip page that Cardi opened the call with, "I don't care about your football career, I care about the truth. Did you have Offset in your house with them women? Yes or no?" Steffon, apparently caught off guard, tried to brush it off by saying it was just friends hanging out, but Cardi wasn't buying it. The source claims she pressed him for details: who invited the women, why Offset was even there without her, and why the videos looked exactly like his home. Another insider swears Steffon tried to flip the script, telling Cardi she was blowing things out of proportion and that the internet was making something out of nothing. But here's the thing: when someone starts dodging direct questions, that usually tells you everything you need to know. And for Cardi, it was the last straw. After that alleged call, people close to her say her entire mood shifted. She stopped making light of the rumors and started moving in silence. No more tweets, no more Instagram shade, just a dead calm that fans know all too well. When Cardi goes quiet, it usually means she's plotting her next move. Offset, on the other hand, seemed to be doing damage control. Just not in the way people expected. Instead of addressing the scandal head-on, he posted throwback family photos and captions about cherishing what matters most. To some, it looked like a subtle plea for forgiveness. To others, it felt like a PR strategy to get ahead of the story before it exploded further. Meanwhile, Steffon Diggs found himself in unfamiliar territory. NFL insiders reported that his team's management was keeping a close eye on the situation, worried it might distract from his performance on the field. And while Steffon's camp still hadn't issued any kind of official statement, his lack of denial was speaking volumes. Behind closed doors, industry chatter was reaching a fever pitch. Some folks in the music business claimed this wasn't the first time Offset had been linked to women in Steffon's circle. In fact, there were whispers about a Vegas trip last year where similar rumors popped up, but nothing ever made it to the blogs. If that's true, then this isn't just some random coincidence, it's a pattern. And here's where things get even messier. People started speculating that certain friends in the couple's inner circle might be feeding info to the blogs. A few suspiciously detailed posts popped up on gossip sites with word-for-word quotes that sounded like they came from someone who was actually there. If Cardi figures out who's leaking, it could mean the end of some long-term friendships. As the days passed, fans noticed Cardi making subtle power moves. She started liking tweets about choosing peace over toxicity and knowing your worth. She also posted a selfie with the caption, "Don't tell me, show me," which many saw as a direct shot at Offset. Every little move was being dissected, screenshot, and debated in real time. By this point, the Cardi Offset Steffon triangle wasn't just gossip, it was a full-blown cultural event. Everyone from sports analysts to hip-hop commentators was weighing in, and the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Things finally reached a boiling point when Cardi was spotted out in New York City without her wedding ring. Now, y'all know Cardi doesn't just forget her ring. That was a deliberate move, a message without saying a word. Within hours, paparazzi pics hit the blogs, and fans went into detective mode. Some thought it meant she was officially done. Others argued she was just sending a warning shot. But one thing was clear, she wanted people talking. Then, out of nowhere, a mysterious Instagram account posted alleged screenshots of text messages between Offset and a woman linked to Steffon Diggs' crew. The messages weren't explicit, but they were flirty enough to raise eyebrows. One read, "You should come by after the game," followed by a winking emoji. Another said, "You know I can't talk like that here. I'll call you." The account was quickly deleted, but by then, the screenshots had already gone viral. Fans